Hello and welcome. This is the episode 2 of the Smite series that I am making. Again, this is Endogo 2, and today we will also be playing another 3v3 joust. I am still getting to the hang of this, so let's see where this takes us again. Um, so, another thing I did not mention in the last video is what you need to know about each god separately. When you're starting this game, you probably won't think, or you probably don't need to know this. But if you start out remembering these things, it will be easier. So let's take a look at Aplash here. Um, if we go to the abilities here, we can actually read his abilities, what they do, and what is important is to know the cooldown here. The cooldown is really important through abilities, because say if he uses this, then I know it's down for 10 seconds, and he won't have it up. But so that is key, just because we know this damage will be down, especially on the ultimates. On the ultimates, you want to know the cooldown, just so you know how long it will be down for, so you can either engage or be careful if it's up. If it is up on some gods, you need to be extremely careful, but on some gods, it's harder to hit. So you need to be able to know what the ultimate does, know the cooldown, and then basically know the effects of most of the abilities in the game. This can get a little dicey because not all characters are played, but you still want to know the effects of the gods. Like right now, somebody not as in the meta as others would be perhaps like Mercury. But occasionally you will be playing against a Mercury. So it's good to know what the passive does and all the abilities. And then you would know the damage output and then the cooldowns for all the abilities, so you can fight against it better. If you know the cooldowns, you can always fight against the god better, because then you will know when to engage and when not. So again, I will be filling around whatever anybody else wants to do. So the ADC is off the table, and another hyper damage is off the table. So I am going to have to pick a mage that is a little bit on the tankier side, but you don't want a super tanky mage, just because the team, we do have a lot of physical damage, but you will still need the magical damage. So you either pick somebody safe, or somebody that is, you can build like a bruiser. So that might be like, a bruiser might be Ares, it might be a hybrid Sobek. Hades is a tankier. Kukulkan is a safe mage. Probably the safest in the game. I'm not exactly sure who I want to pick. So I will probably play a Sobek game here. I'm going to build a bruisery Sobek. So I'll still do damage while having that necessary tanky side of me. So early game I won't do a lot of damage, but I will do some. Okay, so he switched to Hell. Not necessarily the best, and Josh should have probably switched, but now I can build a tankier god, which overall is what Sobek is. He is a tank. He should build tank, but often he's played in the solo. He used to be played in the solo lane, where they would build him hybrid, so damage on one end, but yet not very damagey early game. You just have to know the matchups, know what the other gods do. Again, with the cooldowns. Cooldowns are very important. Know the cooldowns. Once you know those, you can counter engage, you can do whatever you know is right. But if you're just starting out with the game, it's better to just know your character, master that character, know exactly what they do, but specifically know the abilities on any god, so you can play whatever. If you are looking to play competitive, you will need to know at least probably 3 or 4 gods in each category. That is just from experience, 3 or 4 gods, because you have the 2 banning stages. So each team gets 2 bans, and then you pick 3. So you will have to get your pick in there. But if you don't, then you kind of just have to go with what you have mastered, and that can be a little hard. Now, I didn't get my 2 here because it's not that great for the buffs. It does more damage, but I'm gonna look for the better heal off my 3, and then my 1 for the engage once we go to middle lane. Because once we go to middle lane, we can do the engage a lot better if I have my 1 up. And that hell should not really have healed there because I have a self heal with this. And so now we're gonna go to lane and look to pick this Scylla. This Scylla is really far out of position. Extremely far. And everybody missed their abilities. Okay. Scylla is a pretty safe god, but the build is actually awful. Meditation is not something you should pick up in this meta. Meditation is really bad. Now they use pretty much all their lane clear on me, which is good because they won't, again, have the lane clear, have the pressure that they need. They are just trying to poke out when they need to clear. Clear so the minions don't get in the tower, they don't lose gold, they don't lose XP, and they really just want the last hits. And level is also important. You know normally what abilities they will have and what they shouldn't have. Like they're missing quite a few abilities on their gods, so you don't need to get over aggressive, but you can poke a little bit. And there I took some poke, but I'll just heal it up. And I'm out of mana, so you can use the VGS system to type that out, or you can just, if you're in Curse voice chat or another chat with friends or anything, you should probably tell them that so they know not to get too in the face of the opponents. But right now I'm just going to leave and go back and get more mana. It kind of stinks because I didn't have enough for Mystical Mail. I'm gonna go Mystical Mail first because that's one of the best items you can get to start the game. Mystical Mail will give you so much. It'll give you the damage, it'll give you the protection, and it'll give you the opportunity to actually box early. This on her also built awful. He has Bluestone Pendant and Spike Gauntlets. Spike Gauntlets are perfect, but you should never get the Bluestone Pendant on an ADC anywhere. Bluestone Pendant is not good. It is actually really bad. It is literally a horrible item. The laughing there, you can taunt your enemies a little bit just to get inside their head. They might consider you a BM player, but you do it just so you can get into the head. Getting into the head does a lot. It can make them miss abilities, it can make them go on you, it can make them do irrational stuff. Kinda sucks we gave up First Blood. And the Hercules has meditation, which on Hercules that's not horrible. It's just on basically any other god it's awful. Hercules, the only reason why it's okay is because you run out of mana quickly, and with the healing you can just bait quite a long time once you get rank 3 med. The rank 1 meditation is not going to do much except for the meditation baits, which can work, can sometimes just show that you're out of mana, then pop it, and you're basically full mana. And he is missing a lot of his pulls. which is good. My 3 is not going to do the most damage, but it's the best ability in the game. Their best ability that I have. I'm out of mana here, so this is a kind of sketchy situation. And you can see he missed his ult, which is really good. And I got a triple kill, which is extremely good for me. Maybe not for the rest of my team, but hey, you get what you can take. People may think it's chaosing. People may think it's not acceptable for the team. You got the kills, honestly. You did the best thing. You got the kills, they could have dropped them. You can secure kills, but if they're not yours, try not to take them. I know that might be a hard thing for new players to learn, but don't try and take the kills. That is what makes people mad. Because it's the XP that they're losing off it, and the XP or the gold that they're losing off it.
Enemies incoming. An ally has been slain. A teammate is
That Najah was in a bad spot. She could have been in a lot better spot there. And this help can do a lot. No problem. I'm also support. That boulder was really awkward. It didn't do enough for him to actually clarify the ult. And he is missing all his auto attacks and abilities. And they're not going to hit anything. Okay, that pillar was probably the best. So if they aggress, then Najah should protect me. I'm just going to recall here. Hopefully they don't aggress. If they do, we can see. Nope. Okay. They probably wanted to there because they saw I had such low health. But the key is they had nothing. They used most of their cooldowns, and if they're back up, they would have just used them again to try and kill me. But most of them were down. Most of them weren't going to be back up for a while. And okay. And again, I'm using cooldowns, but I'm getting to the point where I can just bait them dead, do things that shouldn't be done. No problem. I'm just gonna run away here. You always want to stay away from the center because obviously that pillar is going to do more damage if you are near it. A good thing to remember is what your ult does. My mana regen is 10% better per second in my ult, so I didn't need to pop that mana potion there, but I'm looking to engage here. And I might be dead to tower. Yep. I'm dead to tower. That was a misplay by me because I forgot that they have the double stun. The double stun is something that really hurts. You can be double stunned on the backside of tower and just kind of just get pooped on, honestly. The stun hurts, but the second stun kills. That's the sad part. When you have a double stun, you have to realize it and combo it. The combo is the main, important part. Once you get the combo down, you'll be able to kill basically anybody that doesn't have beads or an escape. Yep. See, you want to stay away from the tower because they're like the center of that pillar. because they're gonna try and keep you stuck in it so he can impale you onto the tower, which will stun you, and you probably will end up dying, which is not what you want. You want to just farm and pluck. Okay, if he doesn't die here, he's not gonna die here. And this should die. Yep. And I should be out. He might try and pull me, and so you run back. And I don't know why the Ninja was really recalling there. That was a bad call. We could have at least harassed him, and this guy's probably gonna try and... Okay, he harassed me, which that was a good play on his part. Otherwise, I was just gonna give it to back for free. If you can stop somebody from backing while not risking your life, that is always a good play. Because if they have to stay with low health, you have the opportunity to kill. If they stay with no mana, you have the opportunity to kill. If they stay at all, you obviously have a better opportunity to kill. Okay, this hell was in a really bad spot there, but the good part about that was we got the body blocks. Oh wow, I really suck there. Okay. That was a misplay by me because I obviously horribly missed that. And that ended in me dying. We could have probably harassed that Hercules to the point of even his death, or where he had to go back, if he didn't know what he was doing, which they countered it by stunning me with the impale and then killing me. The Ninja barely lived, which that was overall what we wanted. I am a little bit ahead of the rest of my team, so it was bad that I died personally, but it's more of a team. They're both 0-3. They're both not really doing the greatest, but we need to come together as a team and get kills. I am doing a lot of the work right now. I am getting the kills, I am farming, I am doing whatever I can. So here, the hell is in a very bad spot, but we are going to just play off it and hopefully get a kill here, because this on his jump is... And this on her should be dead.
An ally has been slain. Double kill.
I should be fine here. You really just want to run back to middle lane. I might be cut out here, but okay. That is the advantages of Sobek. You have the mobility, you have the damage to do that. I died, but I took somebody down that shouldn't have died there with me, which is one of the key aspects. So with this ethereal stuff, I'm getting 2% of my maximum health is converted to magical damage. So if I build a ton of health items, which that would convert to damage. So like these health items right here would be super good, but those are damage. You can build damage, but you kind of just want to build that supporty role, or you can build like the Tahuti or the Kronos' pendant for the cooldown. I'm probably gonna get Kronos' pendant for the cooldown, because that's something that you really want. That's something that's very important to getting these pulls, getting these kills. I am setting up most of these kills. Okay, I have gotten all the kills. So yeah, I'm setting up most, if not all, these kills, and I am just already pretty tanky. So you don't really need. You can get another slotted tank item, which I probably will, but you can do the damage while. And he is probably dead here. Yeah, he's pretty dead. Okay. Nobody wants to go in? Okay, I set myself up to give them kills, or get it myself. I set that up so we could easily get a kill if they wanted to follow me in, but they didn't, so I can't. I'm not going to fault myself there, but I'm also not going. I'm faulting them a little bit, just because we could easily got a kill there if they would have just used an ability. Now for cooldown, I'm actually going to go the Pythagoras piece because it gives an aura to the hell here, which is really, really good. So let's check the damage. The Honor is doing a ton with basic attacks, so I am probably just going to get the Hide of the Airchant here. We're just gonna sit here and basic attack this, then probably get the pick here. This should be an easy kill. Okay, nobody wants to go in? Please? We should have easily got that kill. That shouldn't have got an ult there. They can kill this hurt. They can easily kill. Please. Okay, nope. The hell was in the wrong stance there. If they would have got, if she would have been in dark stance there, they could have gotten the kill with the 3 on the hell, while the Najah set it up with the stun. But hey, they at least stayed alive. That's mainly what was needed there. They needed to stay alive. They needed to not die. I've been dying a lot, but I've pretty much set up every kill. I've been involved in every kill but one. So that means they got 1 kill without me, which wasn't even the recent kill on Honor. But they got 1 kill without me. Oh, okay. I know I can take a little more poke because I've got this hell with me, and she can just heal me up, and then I've also got the 3 where I can heal myself up. And this hell's in a lot of danger, so okay. I don't know what the hell was doing that. You need to help us when Herc is on our ass one. Well, with the Herc, they're just not expecting it. They just don't fight him. They just need to not fight him. They just need to run. They just need to kill these other. Oh, that was a free kill. Oh my god. I messed up there and I dashed into the boulder. I thought it would go away, but it didn't. And this Najad really misplayed there. Najad's a he, should not have fought there. That positioning was bad. The Hercules obviously was going to kill her, or him, because Hercules is he's level 13. Hercules is level 18. Let's face it. Now probably what I should have done earlier has got some actives. Normally you want to get the shell of absorption here, so I can help my teammates here. We obviously lost there, but the Najah really held us back. He tried to fight on his own. In this game, you need to fight together. If you don't fight together, then you don't have anything. I was zoning the Syl out, so they shouldn't have died so much. The Hercules was the main problem here. Let's look at his build. He built Jotun's Wrath, Warrior Tabby, Stone, Wingblade, Mystical Mail, and Root. This was an extremely good build. The Hell should not have fought him alone. She should have immediately turned her ass around and ran. Because otherwise, when she would have done that, she wouldn't have died this 6 times. I was 7 and 7, and then let's look at the player damage. The damage taken, I did the most. Structure damage, I'm not going to do the most at all, because I am a magical support. Physical damages do the most to the tower, or the structures. Damage mitigated, did the most. Damage taken, did minion damage side. Did the second most, surprisingly. Player damage. I outclassed my teammates in player damage so far. GPM. GPM is extremely important. I tried to farm as much as I could. If we would have got some more picks there with the Scylla, because the Scylla was getting misplaced a lot, so she shouldn't have been 5 and 5. And that is the extent of this. The shell should have came out a lot earlier for me, probably even before this Pythagoras piece. Hell didn't need the heavenly agility. She should have gotten beads. Beads stops the Scylla stun, stops the Herc stun, stops the Herc pull, stops the honor stun. Beads would have been extremely important here. Her build. Her build was okay. I'm not gonna say it was great because the Void Stone wasn't needed, and then she could have just used Kronos' pendant instead of Anshu's focus. Just use Kronos' pendant, because the Shoes of the Magi give the 10 magical penetration. That is extremely important. The Najad should have built Deathbringer a lot earlier. I'm assuming this was going to be slotted as a Deathbringer, since that's the only thing left she could have built, or he could have built. The Deathbringer would have been more of either in front of the Rage or in front of the Malice. And Titan's Bane wasn't necessarily needed yet, but the Scylla didn't need Salvation. She could have gotten something better than that, probably like beads for my pull, beads for Najah. Heavenly Agility, that's an okay item. She could have gotten Blink, she could have gotten Combat Blink, or Greater Blink or Combat Blink, it just depends on the situation there, so that slot's okay. Lifesteal, that's very important. Cooldown, the slow is good on Scylla, it's not amazing, but that's a good slot to use it on. Rod, that's a very good item, and Uncommon Sash. I'm not sure what she was going to build with the Uncommon Sash, so I can't really comment on that. I probably would have preferred something like the Soul Reaver. Hercules, again, slotted really well. Probably could have got a second active ready. On her at both actives, he was hitting for a lot. The only problem with his build is I don't see a Deathbringer, and he's using Ninja Tabby. Ninja Tabby should have been Warrior Tabby with this Fatalis. He was hitting a lot, but with the Warrior Tabby, he would have been killing us a lot faster. And that is going to be the end of this video. Again, comment or like or whatever you want to do with this video. It's my second video. Need some support, need some comments on how I'm doing, if you want this to continue, if I should keep doing this for you guys. Thank you, and this is the end of this video.